We're now going to take a look at how to delete a record from the database. And this process is a little bit shorter than some of the other processes we've been doing. So this is just a very quick one to delete a tour. The important piece on a delete is how do we know which tour to delete? And that information is going to come from the database. So let's take a look at the page we're dealing with, and then we'll look at the process we need. So here's our deleted tour. To delete a tour, you just choose a tour and click Delete Tour. Or at least that's what we want to have happen. So each tour in this area, the value for each tour is the tour ID. So we're going to use that tour ID to tell the database which row of information to delete. So let's go look at the database itself. We'll look at the data in the database, and right now we have 28 records. So we know if we're down to 27, it will have been deleted. So let's add the delete record server behavior. So this is fairly similar to the insert server behavior, except there aren't as many fields. So I'll select the button first. I know it's selected because I can see this highlighted right here in the tag selector. I'll go over to the server behaviors area, hit the plus sign, and we're going to go down to delete record. Now, first of all, we want to make sure that the primary key value is defined before we go to delete. The table we're going to work with is the tours table. The primary key is the tour ID, and we're getting that information from a form variable called tour ID. So the name of this menu needs to be tour ID. And after deleting, let's go out to the tours page. That's a listing of all of our tours, and we should not see in that list the tour we deleted. So let's click OK. We'll save our file here and go back out to the browser. Now I'm going to choose a tour to delete, and the one I want to delete is this one. Seems a little cold to me to go diving in Antarctica. People actually do that. Not me, however. And we'll click the Delete Tour button. Now, if we go out to our Tours page, notice Antarctica is not in the list. So we just deleted that bit of data from the database. If we go out to our database, right-click the Tours table and View Data, we have our first 25 records, and we have our last 2. So that is the delete record server behavior. The important piece is you need to make sure that you tell the delete record server behavior which specific row of data you want to delete, and usually that's done based on some kind of an ID or some way to differentiate between rows. So we passed in the tour ID since each tour has a unique tour ID. So there is the delete record server behavior in Dreamweaver.